Welcome back to Acrylic Arts Academy, where we guide you to paint your world in vibrant colors. Today, we're peeling back the layers of a concept that's integral to every masterpiece: composition. Whether you're an aspiring artist or a seasoned pro, understanding composition can transform your work from ordinary to extraordinary. It's the invisible thread that holds a painting together, a dance between elements on your canvas. So let's dive in together as we unravel the mystery of composition in the world of acrylic painting. So you might ask, what exactly is composition in painting? Now that's a question that can unlock a world of creativity. Composition, in the context of painting, is the framework, the foundation that holds your artwork together. It's like the skeleton of a body, providing structure and support to the visual elements that create your masterpiece. But it's more than just a structural tool. It's an artistic concept that's all about how the elements of your artwork, the lines, shapes, colors, textures, and forms, interact and relate to each other. Each component in a painting doesn't exist in isolation. They converse, argue, harmonize, and sometimes even conspire within the canvas. And the composition is that secret thread that weaves this visual conversation together. Think of it as the director of a play, guiding each character, each element on where to stand, how to move, and when to take the spotlight. It's the visual language that dictates how a viewer's eye travels through your work, where it lingers, and what it perceives. In a symphony of brushstrokes and color palettes, composition is the conductor, bringing harmony and unity to the canvas, creating a balance that is both pleasing and intriguing to the eye. It's the difference between a haphazard splash of color and a thoughtful, compelling piece of art. And the beauty of composition? It's fluid, it's flexible. It can be as rigid as a grid or as free-flowing as a river. There are no hard and fast rules, only guidelines. And once you understand these guidelines, you can bend them, twist them, and even break them to create your own unique visual language. It's like learning a new language, really. At first, it might seem daunting, even a little confusing, but once you start understanding its rhythm, its nuances, it opens up a whole new world of possibilities. In essence, composition is the visual language that guides the viewer's eye across the canvas. It's the storyteller of your artwork, weaving a tale that captures, engages, and moves your audience. Now that we know what composition is, let's delve into why it's so important for painters. Composition, much like the conductor of an orchestra, directs the viewer's eye through the visual symphony that is your artwork. It's the strategic arrangement of elements that creates a harmonious balance, a sense of order, and a visually pleasing experience. Let's think of a painting as a conversation between the artist and the viewer. Composition is the grammar that structures this dialogue. Without it, the conversation can quickly turn into a cacophony of confused and disjointed elements. But why does it matter so much? Well, composition is the key to creating a powerful emotional impact. It can make or break a painting, dictating whether it evokes a sense of calm or chaos, joy or sorrow, mystery or clarity. It's what draws the viewer in, compelling them to linger and explore the depths of your artwork. Imagine your painting as a story. The composition is the plot that guides the viewer, the narrative thread that weaves together the individual elements into a cohesive whole. It's the difference between a random collection of events and a compelling tale that pulls at the heartstrings. Moreover, composition is the backbone of visual balance. It's what ensures your artwork doesn't feel too heavy or too light in certain areas, that no single element overshadows the others. It prevents your viewer's attention from being pulled in too many directions at once, creating a sense of unity and harmony. But remember, composition isn't about rigidly adhering to rules. It's about understanding how different elements interact and influence each other within the frame. It's about making intentional decisions that enhance the overall impact of your artwork. So, whether you're creating a serene landscape or a vibrant abstract piece, a strong composition is essential. It's the silent language that speaks volumes, the invisible thread that ties everything together. Remember, the power of your painting lies in its composition. It's the silent language that speaks volumes. One simple yet powerful method to achieve good composition is the rule of thirds. Now let's imagine your canvas split into 9 equal parts by 2 equally spaced horizontal lines and 2 equally spaced vertical lines. This grid forms the backbone of the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds has its roots in the world of photography, but its universal principles of balance and harmony apply beautifully to the realm of painting. It's a guideline that proposes that an image can be divided into thirds, both horizontally and vertically, and that the points of intersection of these lines are the ideal spots for the most important elements of your painting. By placing your key elements along these lines or at their intersections, you create more tension, energy, and interest in your composition than simply centering the subject would. It's all about creating a pleasing balance that guides the viewer's eye around your artwork. For instance, if you're painting a landscape, you might place the horizon along one of the horizontal lines or a tree at one of the intersections, creating an inherently balanced and visually compelling composition. But remember, rules are there to guide us, not to confine us. While the rule of thirds is a fantastic tool to help you start thinking about your compositions, don't be afraid to break it when your artistic vision calls for it. After all, art is all about expressing yourself and your unique perspective. It's also worth noting that the rule of thirds is not just about where you place your elements, but also about the spaces between them. These spaces can create tension or harmony, depending on how you use them, so don't overlook the power of negative space in your compositions. In conclusion, the rule of thirds is a simple yet effective tool to guide the placement of key elements in your paintings. It can help you create balanced, harmonious compositions that draw the viewer in and lead their eye around the canvas. Mastering the rule of thirds can significantly elevate your artwork, leading your viewers on a visual journey across your canvas. So, how can you improve your sense of composition in your own artwork? Well, there are a few methods that can help enhance your ability to create well-composed paintings. Firstly, practice with different layouts. Try sketching your idea on a small scale before you start on your canvas. Experiment with various arrangements, see what works and what doesn't. Remember, it's all about finding the right balance. Next, study other artists. There's a wealth of knowledge to be gained from observing the work of others. Look at the composition of their artwork. How did they arrange their elements? How did they use space? Notice how your eye is drawn through the painting. This can provide valuable insights into the techniques and principles they used. Lastly, experiment with the rule of thirds. This is a basic but powerful compositional tool that can add intrigue and balance to your artwork. Imagine your canvas divided into a grid of 9 equal parts, 3 rows and 3 columns, and place your key elements along these lines or at their intersections. This technique can create a more dynamic and engaging visual experience. But remember, rules are there to guide you, not confine you. Art is subjective, and what works in one piece may not work in another. Don't be afraid to bend the rules, or even break them, if it serves your artistic vision. The journey to mastering composition is a process of trial and error. It involves experimentation, observation, and above all, practice. It's about training your eye to see the balance, the harmony, and the tension in your artwork, and using this understanding to guide your creative decisions. Improving composition isn't just about arranging elements in a pleasing manner. It's about telling a story, creating a mood, and engaging your viewer. It's about making every brushstroke intentional and meaningful. With practice and observation, you can refine your composition skills and create more impactful artwork. Understanding composition might seem challenging, but it's an essential skill for every painter. Today, we've delved into the principle of composition and its importance in painting domains. We've touched on the rule of thirds, a valuable tool in creating balanced and visually stunning artwork. Composition isn't just about positioning elements on a canvas. It's crafting a balance that guides viewers' eyes and elicits emotion. It provides the structure for all other aspects of your artwork. The rule of thirds serves as a good introduction. This method involves dividing your canvas into 9 equal parts and placing your key elements along these lines or their intersections, cultivating balance and interest. But art is about self-expression, and sometimes overriding the rules can lead to the most extraordinary outcomes. Most importantly, practice is crucial. The more you experiment with diverse compositions, the more you'll sharpen your artistic instincts. So, grab your brushes, unleash creativity, and don't shun mistakes. They are merely stepping stones towards becoming a proficient painter. If you found this video beneficial, we appreciate your thumbs up and subscription to Acrylic Arts Academy for more enlightening content. Keep painting, and we'll see you in our next video.